enter the arena, the Don Juan Banks, right now. It is a honor for me to get ready to interview the most powerful man on social media, in my opinion, the great JKD practitioner, Kenny Lopez, who will go in depth about JKD, Jeet Kune, right now. Um, the great Kenny Lopez, it's great to have you, man.
Hey, how you doing, Don Juan? Great to be on your show again. Kind of been we haven't did a show for a while since the Pacquiao Mayweather fight, and been taking a break off the boxing for a while, but definitely gonna start getting back into the boxing again. You know, I was happy to see that the video we did with the Mayweather Pacquiao video had a lot of hits. You know, a lot of people paid attention to what we were saying, and we brought the
Exactly.
truth. We brought the truth out in that video, and we backed it up, with solid sources. And a lot of people are aware of what's going on now uh, in that particular fight, but also um, in a lot of Mayweather's previous fights, which we discussed.
Yeah, man. It was. I've never had an experience like that. Talking about the magnitude and in depth of what went behind the scenes, and it was amazing. The interview did over 44,000. You captivated an audience to believe the truth, and you have strong morals and ethics, and that's why we have you on today once again to discuss uh, Jeet Kune. This is a very, very serious topic right now, and I'm glad you were able to dedicate your time to coming on today.
No problem, no problem. And I'll answer any question you have about it. You know,
Okay, there are some big questions that we're gonna ask you. Number one, what is Jeet Kune?
Jeet Kune is a system and art form that Bruce Lee created after bringing Wing Chun to America. He came in America in 1959, and he captivated certain students that he trained with a lot of the Wing Chun trapping and things that in Wing Chun that nobody in Western civilization had seen before. So after he had to fight with One Jack Man in San Francisco, that was a story that many different views and theories of how the fight happened. The only people who know are the people who were there. So you always had different views. But Bruce Lee fought this guy, and this guy was supposedly a kung fu master. He trained in Shaolin, new Shaolin techniques, and it was supposedly if he lost the fight, he had to stop teaching Chinese, non-Chinese. Yeah, they were mad because he was teaching a lot of the secrets, and he fought this guy, and the guy, they said they fought to his version. He claimed they fought to a draw, but the other people who were there said Bruce Lee beat him. But the fight was close. It was a very close fight. It was almost, and Bruce Lee had a hard time with this guy, and he felt he should have picked the guy out much quicker than what he did, and that was because he was sticking too much in traditional art form, um, instead of getting outside of that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about being too traditional, even if you're good at it, if you fight someone who gives you a different type of response,
Yes.
the shape changes, and you have to be able to adapt with change. And that was the problem he ran into. However, he did know other art forms. I mean, before he came to America, he also did boxing. He did Chorley fought, trained in
Okay.
Tai Chi Chuan from his father. He also knew Bring Mantis and Crane. So he had other things he trained in, but he didn't put all the ideas and things together. He was more strictly on the Wing Chun, and the Wing Chun was the most effective, one of the most effective forms of Kung Fu when you know how to execute it properly. Because of the trapping, the center line principles, straight line attacks, and things like that. And he used to have in Hong Kong. He would have rooftop battles. So he tested his skills before he came to America. And Wong Shung Leong, who was a Wing Chun practitioner, trained under Grandmaster Yip Man. That's who tutored Bruce Lee at the time. And that's where Bruce Lee developed a lot of his knowledge about Wing Chun. When he brought it to America. So basically, after this fight he had with this guy is when he transformed himself and started, applying other things. It's like the same way mixed martial artists do today. They train in with different people. They train in different styles. You see a guy doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling. So he basically was doing that back then, and he took what he felt was truisms and fit well with Wing Chun,
Okay.
which was boxing and European fencing, and he picked that up from his brother Peter,
Okay.
European fencing,
All right.
and boxing he did in Hong Kong. He won a boxing tournament in Hong Kong, and when he fought this British boxing champion named Gary Elm. So he felt that was it went well with Wing Chun. A lot of fencing went well because of it's dealt with center line principles because you're engaging. You need to engage an opponent quick when you trap the guy. Because when you fight a guy's going to move. He's not going to stay in front of you. And it's the way it is. And that's why he adapted that in boxing. He felt was alive. When boxing was alive, he was always moving. And so once he put that together, that's why he created it called Jeet Kune, intercepting fist. And a lot of the intercepting principles and all that straight all from the Wing Chun. And
Wow.
he felt the way to stop an attack is with an attack of your own. And that's why he adapted. He put that together. So Jeet Kune is pretty much the system. It's a whole system, and it's like an MMA, but technically it's not an MMA because it's already an art form in itself. It has its own structure, own foundation. You know what I'm saying? And once you get to a certain level, then you have to refine it. You have to refine it and find your own path, find your own way. You know. So once you understand the foundation and you know how to apply it effectively, it works. But then you got to refine it as you get more experience.
Find your own way. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And that's why they call him the father of mixed martial arts. They call him the father of mixed martial arts, and because he was one of the first martial artists at that time. And after that fight he had, he became a much better martial artist, and it was his way of thinking, his mind. He was always researching, always adapting different things, always thinking outside the box. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of the first martial artists that's really to start doing that at that time. You had other martial artists who did like Jean LaBelle. They say he had a fight with a boxer named Milo Savage. You know what I'm saying? So he knew other art forms. There was other people doing it, but not the way he was doing it. He was taking techniques and things that worked and adapting things that worked into a system he had. That was undeniable once you knew how to apply it.
And,
And then, go ahead.
and clarify this because a lot of people may not notice. Bruce Lee had real fights.
Of course he did. Yeah, real fight. Yeah, challenge matches all the time. People challenging him with what he did. Not just the fight he had with that guy. Well, like I said, they made him a much better fighter. But yeah, he had challenge matches in America. People would challenge him. Not just, and he even had people challenge him on the set of movies and stuff. Yeah, so he was always getting challenged. And even the students he trained, they challenged him too. James D. Miles, who has a video out, he talks about how he tried to attack Bruce Lee, and he shut him down quick. And James D. Miles was a pretty big, strong, powerful dude. He's a heavyweight. He actually boxed too. He was a street fighter. So, but
Wow.
oh
Bruce
yeah,
was stopping people. It wasn't even about a weight class or anything like that.
no, it wasn't. Because it doesn't have anything to do with size and weight. Size and weight means something only when you put rules and regulations involved.
Yeah.
And then because it has limitations and you can't do certain things. And the size means something. But even, we've seen it in boxing. The smaller guy beats the bigger guy. He has the skill level. He can beat the bigger guy too. He's quick and he has the proper skill and the footwork. He could beat the bigger guy. So size is not everything. Even in sports, the little guy could whip the bigger guy. But when you take the rules out, then the bigger guy doesn't have those advantages because you can hit so many different vital areas. But what you can't do in the ring. The ring is bad. You can't hit certain vital areas as you could do in the street. So.
Well,
But,
yeah. You got a good point
absolutely.
right there.
Yep. So.
You know what? I mean, it amazes me that I actually met someone who practices the principles of JKD. You got to tell me, how did you get into it?
Um, I got into it with this guy. His name was his name is Lamar Orwin. Cecil Lamar Irwin, and he resides out of upstate New York. Connecticut, New York is where he lives. And I met him through a friend of mine introduced me to him, and I didn't know he was that good until he started. Until he showed me, he had me throw a punch at him, had me attack him, and he blocked my punch and trapped my arms, locked me up. He was amazing. And then I had one of my friends I brought over. You know, I'm not gonna put his name out there, but a pretty big dude, and he did a move to him and like a hang choke. He hang choked him and had him like I was like, this dude was like much bigger than Lamar. Lamar had his body contorted. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's the first thing I said. I've never seen that before. Like, and then when I started seeing, when I seen, it, I said, I gotta train with this guy. This guy's amazing. And I seen him fight one time, but it wasn't really much of a fight. The guy threw a punch. He blocked the punch. And threw his head into the to the staircase and he did a block, trapped his arm, and it went into a keto move. It was just amazing, but it wasn't really much of a fight. But a lot of other fights he had, I didn't even have to be there. I knew about it, and this was verified by everybody who's seen it. And he's been in the street fighting, and I mean, he did some damage to dudes. I mean, things that you don't see often. And he's no key. In other words, a lot of people don't know about him because he's not well known. He didn't want to be well known. But no matter, but it really doesn't matter if people know him that much because he knows his stuff, and everybody who's seen him in action know he knows his stuff. He's the best at what he does. He was the best in that area, and he's had tons of street fights. Fought a bouncer one time and tore his ass up. I mean, this guy was twice the more size and pretty coordinated. I didn't see the fight, but
Oh
people who
shit.
did said he damaged him pretty bad. And Lamar did. He never had witnesses either. A lot of witnesses. He had witnesses. The only people that there was a couple people there, but he's very crafty, smart, always think outside the box. So only people who really know him was the people in his area. So the people outside of it don't know him that well, and that's why I tell people there's a lot of skilled people out there with certain talents that you don't know about. They're not well known, and he could have went bigger, but he didn't want to. And the difference between him and a lot of other martial arts instructors, no disrespect to those guys, because there's a lot of great martial arts instructors out there, and martial artists. I ain't gonna take that away from them. They talent everywhere. He actually put all his stuff to the test. He was always fighting. He put it to the test. These were real situations and real fights. I mean, he would challenge himself and throw himself, what he called throw himself in the fire. Times where he could have got his life taken. He would have, situations where guys might attack him with a knife, multiple attackers, which he's had before, and it was always the same result.
This is crazy. Multiple attackers.
So multiple attackers, and he's crazy, man. He calmed down. He ain't like that no more. I mean, I all the stuff he taught me was battlefield tested, though. He cut me through things quick when I started learning it, and it was all battlefield tested techniques, and so of course I didn't have as much street fights as him, and I mean, I'm more of a spiritual person and more into God, so I'm not a person to go out there and start fights like that. But however, I will allow someone to attack me. I mean, I've had that several times. I had people attack me that didn't believe what I did worked, and I have them attack me. And it worked. It will work every time, and that's because of the way we train. We use combat realism and reality-based training. You got to actually have people throwing punches at you for real. I mean,
A,
when you first learn it, you don't do that, but
a lot of people.
huh?
A lot of people, they laugh and they criticize and they don't believe. They hear your interviews that went over 50,000. Getting all these views, and what you're saying is exactly on point. Do you have any comments for those people like that?
Because those are internet keyboard warriors who, and half of them ain't doing that anyway. They just spectators. So I don't pay no mind to none of those guys who just talk. They just talk just to talk. So, all the people who I showed it to, and they've actually attacked me, they understand it. They believe it. This is why a lot of people that I showed it to wanted to train with me. So I don't care what someone's opinion is. I know my stuff. So why would I care what someone's opinion is?
I believed you right off the bat. For me, so If they want to test you out and they want to find out how it is to get their ass kicked, then I mean they can go ahead. Kenny, they
Go
say
ahead.
Bruce Lee is the godfather of MMA. How come you don't see JKD in MMA?
And JKD wasn't created for sport. It was created for a no rule situation. That's the reason why you don't see it in MMA. MMA has rules. It has, um, you can't do no small joint manipulations, bending of the wrist, toes, and different things like that. You can't, hand trapping. I don't even think they allow that. They can't allow that. It depends on the organization though, but it could be called illegal use of grabbing the gloves. You can't kick a down opponent no more. They used to allow that back in the day. But
Pride.
it's because of the rules. That's the reason why you don't see it. He created it for that reason because in a real fight, you don't know what someone's going to do. And a real fight, there's no rules. No, he looked at it. I'm fighting. I'm going to fight for my life. So I got to be prepared for any situation. I got to be prepared for anything because I don't know what someone knows. And I can't just get in a judo stance or I can't just get in a taekwondo stance because it might not work if the structure changes. If the environment changes, the structure is going to change. So why would I sit there if I stay too stuck in tradition and I'm limiting myself. And that was the reason why he got outside of that stuff. And that's why he's considered father of MMA. However, even though it's not for the sport. But you can still adapt it to the sport. You would just have to retrain certain things and tone it down. Because we already have a lot of solid things that work. That will work at MMA. So yeah, it could work at MMA. But some things you can't do, unfortunately. And a lot of martial arts, like you get systems like even Wing Chun, Aikido, let's see, a lot of the northern kung fu systems like Tiger, Crane, and all those. Those are all for battlefield. Those are battlefield techniques for defense if someone's trying to take your life, and you can't use that in no ring. And that's why I tell people that all the time that sport, the sport and street, they're two different things, and people don't get that. It's a debate's been going on for a while about that stuff and the whole competition thing. People get into competitions and like you have people say, well, he's not a fighter because he doesn't compete or he isn't fighting tournaments. And tournaments has rules and regulations. You know. You know.
There's been MMA guys that got their ass kicked by people practice different things
Of
and
course.
don't get in a cage. I've seen a Tito Ortiz got his ass whipped very badly by a grandmaster or something one time. So
Actually, it was the British guy that went to what's his name the guy that he had got locked up. He got arrested for a bank robbery in England, but he was in the early years. He did some UFC. Yeah, he knocked Tito out too. He was smaller than Ortiz. He knocked him out. So I mean, there's no damn rules and there's no rules in no street fight. MMA fighters can. I'm not saying MMA fighters can fight. I mean, they're good, highly conditioned athletes. You got some good MMA fighters that will, they'll destroy the average during the street. I mean, 1-on-1. But if you get a trained street fighter who knows what he's doing, different situation now. And about the fighting part, fighting in the ring, like I said, you might have more fights than me in the ring, but the only thing that matters is techniques, whether you can apply it with a resisting opponent and stuff you know. And how are you capable of doing that? You have to train that way. You have to use, like I said, reality-based training. You gotta have guys attack you that way. You have guys come at you that way. Problem is, a lot of people don't know. It's not just the training, but they don't have the right teachers. There's a lot of situations why you have the right teachers showing you the right methods, and it won't work, But it also depends. It also falls on you too. You have to also, when someone teaches you something, you got to keep on drilling it until it becomes a part of you. You know what I'm saying? It all has to do with the way you train, And that's the way it is.
So what while you're talking about that important elements of JKD, what is the techniques you see in JKD?
JKD mostly is like I said is Wing Chun, Kung Fu, fencing, and boxing, and then the rest of his other methods that Bruce Lee put in there. And I would say I think something with Lamar Davis. He's another Jeet Kune guy. He actually was
Okay.
basically, that was correct. He said 55% of his Wing Chun, 25% fencing, 50% boxing. He said other methods is 5%. He's pretty much on point about that. I mean, he's been doing JKD for a while. So
Okay.
as far as doing when you're doing JKD, the Wing Chun is the most important thing. You need to know that, and the footwork. Footwork is important. Footwork is important in a fight. You need that to be able to get in and out, to move, to get to certain angles. You need that. And that's why he incorporated footwork from different systems. And Wing Chun, he was one of the strongest forms of Kung Fu. He could work against different sizes, or it don't matter how big and strong someone is. Deflection and block work. It don't matter how big someone's arm is, still work. Trapping works, and it's for no rule situations, like I said. And so it doesn't really matter from a size. It has to do with body mechanics, leverage, getting to the right position,
Mm-hmm.
and body alignment. That's what it consists of. So that's pretty much what Jeet Kune Do consists of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That he was a pretty smart man. He knew what he was
Yes.
doing when he did that.
Absolutely. Does every JKD practitioner train the same?
No, everybody has their way of doing JKD. Some is more commercialized JKD than others. Some is more authentic. I was taught the authentic version,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the Wing Chun. But trapping, but also the blocks, which is important. You need to know how to block a punch. Somebody throw a punch at you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to do that. I feel that you're you can still be a good JKD guy, but people will attack you. They're not gonna you ain't gonna just always fight defensive fighters or technicians. They're gonna attack you with punches. You gotta know how to block the punch.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know how to intercept attack. You gotta know how to block the punch and take away that person's energy, borrow his energy, and that all comes from Wing Chun. So some Jeet Kune Do guys train that way. Like I was taught that way. The trapping I learned later on when I got to the advanced level, and I'm still learning new things with trapping. I'm getting my trapping is pretty good, but it's getting better. And that's the thing about JKD, you're always refining it. But the blocks, the counters, the footwork, it's very important. You have to know that stuff in order to be good at it. Because if you don't, then you're shortcutting yourself.
Exactly.
I've seen certain JKD guys, particularly, I talked to a guy. Matter of fact, he put a video out. His name is Steve George Hanasser. It's hard I can't really pronounce his name, but I spoke to him, and he had a video where he did 27 gates, and it's a pretty good video. But then someone critiqued his video. Another Jeet Kune Do guy from Europe, Tommy Carruthers, who I know. I don't know personally, but I spoke to him, and he had critical things to say about my JKD, and even this older gentleman who's been doing it for a while, and he was saying that that's not JKD.
Are you kidding me?
Huh?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he said that. He's. I don't like talking bad about people, but he's done that for quite a few martial arts instructors, and he tried to say that he criticized my stuff too, and he said about how I was using too much wasted motion and this and that and that and that. You want to hit the knees, core, and eyes, and vital targets, and a lot of the things he said was correct, but he keeps himself boxed in too much into a lot of the basic principles of Rousey, like the core structure. But you can't just get caught up and stuck into foundation. You got to go outside of that. And
What was his his criticism legitimate?
no,
Okay.
in his mind it is. He had a video where he said blocks don't work. I watched it. One of his students had boxing gloves on. He threw 1-2, 1-2. He's coming out of his phone. He's trying to say it wasn't realistic, and I laughed at it because his student didn't know what he was doing. He didn't understand what he was doing. He didn't know what he was doing. That's why he couldn't block his punches. It all has to do with it's the individual. If you know what you're doing, it's gonna work. It's not the style, it's you. The style's one thing, but you gotta know how to apply the techniques in that style too. And if the teacher's a pointer of the truth. He can't give you the truth. He's just a pointer. So if he's telling you something correct, then it's not gonna work for you, and that's the reason why the student couldn't block you. So I knew that. I was like, okay, he's obviously not telling his student the truth. And then he criticized this guy, Sifu Jorge, about trapping. And trapping, he said it doesn't work. That's bullshit. Trapping does work, but it all depends on the situation. It depends on the person you're fighting. When someone's throwing a punch at you, you gotta block it first before you go into the trap.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who does JKD would know that. You know what I'm saying? You can't trap per guy if he's throwing punches at you. You gotta block it first. You know what I mean? And if you know how to block the punch correctly, if you know what you're doing, it'll work. Now if a guy is skilled at defending strikes, he's good at parrying shots. That's when trapping usually takes over. Trapping also works in closed areas. Like if it's like a size of a room, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like a small room or bathroom, it works. But about wider space is a little different than you might need another structure. You know what I'm saying? But it works. So it depends on who you're fighting and the shape he gives you and the energy he gives you.
Okay.
Because everyone's going to attack you differently, everyone's going to fight you differently. And you can trap from an offensive standpoint too. You can trap from an offensive standpoint. If the guy's not doing anything, that's when trapping. Trapping works good against boxers too.
Mm-hmm.
Boxers only train to use their hands, and that's when trapping usually it dominates a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
A person who knows trapping, he'll beat a boxer easy. Especially when he gets in close quarters, because they don't know anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it also depends on you too, because if you don't do something right and you're not using the right structure and you're missing a key detail to what you're doing, then it can fail you. So that's why I tell people it all has to do with the way you're executing your technique. Because any style could be bad, but it all depends on the individual. And then the style could be good if you're doing it the right way, if your methods are the right way, if your training and drills are done
Mm-hmm.
correctly, and you're not staying boxed in, doing the same thing all the time. I mean, if you do that, then you're limiting yourself, and that's one of the things you don't want to do.
Did
So,
you ever meet anyone in like JKD that wasn't doing things correctly and you like enlightened them and helped them become better?
um, not really. I've helped several people on certain things. I've showed them certain things and helped them out. There was actually a girl I was helping. I was showing her. I trained in. I have other things I adapted to the system of JKD, like Muay Thai. I was showing her Muay Thai clinch, and it helped her out a lot when she went into class. And she trains in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and Muay Thai, and she does judo. And I was
Mm-hmm.
showing her the clinch, the correct way to do the Muay Thai clinch, because there's different versions of it. Which a lot of people probably don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I've seen do the right version of Muay Thai clinch is Tony Jaa, and he's been he had a couple movies, The Protector, Box. He's been studying Muay Thai all his life, and
Mm-hmm.
because he does the battlefield version of Muay Thai, and the way they do it with gloves on is different without gloves. So I was showing her the difference, because the way she was taught was with gloves, was just a sport version, and she showed me how to do it. She put the clinch on me, and I got out of it. I was showing her why. And
Ooh.
I said she could have gotten one knee off, but I said you want your Muay Thai clinch where a person can't get out of it, even if they're physically stronger than you.
I saw that
And
with Rich Franklin and Anderson Silva in his matches. He used the Muay Thai clinch. What was? How did you feel about it?
a lot of people don't really, yeah, he uses it, he uses it correctly. I mean, but honestly, even him, there's no disrespect to him because he's a legend, but he doesn't do the battlefield version either. He does the he does the sport version, and the reason why I know this because if he did the battlefield version, then Chris Weidman and all these other people, he would have been struggling to lock them in, and he would have got him in and easy and stopped them. A good solid Muay Thai punch, if you know how to apply it, I don't care how strong they are, you can do whatever you want.
Wow.
However, I mean, only how a person will stop a good Muay Thai clinch, or like I was just saying, the battlefield version, if you know how to apply it correctly, they have to stop before they have to stop you before you get it on you, before you try to apply it. I mean, if you don't let a person get to certain positions, then yeah, it ain't gonna work. That's with anything, but if you get a person into that position, then yeah, it's gonna work. But I'm not gonna say nothing about Anderson Silva because I like him. He's one of the best MMA fighters of all time. So I wouldn't criticize him like that. Say anything bad about what he does.
Now the great Kenny Lopez. If you don't know, we have the great Kenny Lopez on the line talking about JKD. He is a JKD practitioner. If you haven't heard of him before, you can check out his Facebook page. That's Sport and Battlefield, right?
absolutely. And a lot of people request to go on the page now.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I watch a lot of the videos you post. You might not know that, but I see what you talked about with Fedor, and I saw your recent beginning UFCs that you posted. Um, Tell us the importance of like every day how you're trying to enlighten people about what's going on.
With what? With my way I train?
With fighting techniques, the way you train, you put up videos of how to defend knife attacks, and
Yeah, those are just different videos I did, self-defense videos, and just show like the knife attack one. I was, just because the camera angle was hard to see, but I was using stop kicks, and those are Jeet Kune stop kicks because I see a lot of people do videos about knife attacks, and you ain't stopping no real. I seen one video like you're not stopping no real knife attack. Yeah, you can stop a real knife attack, but
who
it's all a
said
matter of
that?
different people. Some guy on there,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and he was doing the techniques, and this guy was coming at him, and it didn't work for him because he don't know what the hell he's doing. That's why it didn't work for him.
The
you know
stop
what I'm saying?
kick, the stop kick, you kick the leg, and that sets them off balance.
Well, yeah, just the way we do stop kicks is different than the way John Jones. I mean, we use you know we use the ground up. So a lot of it's the footwork where we will do the stop kick, and and sometimes you don't even gotta you don't gotta come in with power. You can just put your leg out there. It's the way you position your feet and all that. That's the technique to it. But yeah, if a guy has the key to stop a knife attack is distance. That's all. Distance, and you don't want to stay still. Keep your feet moving. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna attack you different ways. I mean, what I did in my video, I was just showing that I try to be direct and simple as possible because that's part of the JKD concepts. Is if a guy's telegraphing his attack, I could go for a disarm. He's telegraphing his attack coming up high or something like that. Because there's different ways, angles. And we're looking at angles now. Then you could go into a disarm. But if he's very wild and chaotic, you know what I'm saying? I personally, because everyone does it different, I use my feet. And because you got distance, and because there's more distance in the stop kicks,
And
are
they
very
can
effective.
and they can bum rush you if you step to the side, or you could get the kick. If they fall to the ground, then that'll give you the opportunity to take the weapon.
Yeah, well, in bum rushing, most guys they gonna bum rush you. They don't got no weapon here. They might bum rush you if they
Mm-hmm.
tackle you, but they gonna bum rush you. They gonna come with force. But if all you gotta do is I have guys come at me with and just different things in training. I would have them come at me hard, and
Mm-hmm.
I just step back and just do a stop kick to the knee, and his whole body stops. And then after that I do whatever the hell I want. I could throw a kick to the face. I can kick the knife out his head. It's depending on how he's the position of the knife.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm paying attention to everything, you know. And I've done disarms with guys come at me, but I try to get straight to the point with my stuff. And I use a lot of power and speed, power, and time is what I focus on in my training. So
Speed,
it's no
power, and
need to
time.
sit there and trap, do 50 different traps to look pretty for the camera when I could just do 2, 3 moves and end the fight quick. I mean, what's the point of doing all that? So I
Fact.
basically try to use realistic techniques the way I train. Depending on because every situation is
Wow.
different. So
Absolutely amazing having you on. So we talked about sport and battlefield. You have your YouTube channel. Where can they find you on YouTube?
I have my own YouTube page. There's different people that subscribe to it.
Okay.
But there's a lot of people that subscribe to my YouTube page. But honestly, like I said, I'm not there. The people who know, respect what I do, and know what I'm capable of doing, um, they all know they're aware. I mean, that's what matters to me you know, is whether I'm doing. If I'm doing something right, I know I'm doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
it just amazed me when, like, because I never experienced that with you. Like when I met you, I heard the way you spoke, the way you carried yourself. I knew you were the real deal. And I can sense. I think I have a pretty good sense about like people, and I just don't get, some of the, hate, basically. And the
yeah,
things that you're saying is legitimate. The training that you're doing is legitimate. And I mean, I'm just amazed by it.
like I said, I ego, you don't know how to relearn things or learn things at all sometimes because you think you have the answer for everything, and you're actually living in your own mind and don't even realize it. So I don't listen to those people, the skeptics and all this other stuff, because I can easily see through the superficial things. And if you know what you're doing, and and I can see that you know what you're doing, you're not telling me the wrong information.
Exactly.
Then you got something to offer. But if you don't got nothing to offer, I don't waste my time. At the end of the day, it's just talk. That's all it is. Because if they was doing something, and they wouldn't be talking, they would just sit around talking all day. They'd actually be doing it. Wouldn't be all these guys, even with the boxing. I mean, with the Mayweather stuff. The Mayweather, we know how he is, but he can talk. He actually does it. He does it for a living, and all he does
Yeah, he is. He is a real fighter. On that note, I know people wanted me. They wanted me to ask you this so badly, man. You heard it all over social media. Ronda Rousey versus Floyd Mayweather. Give us the dynamics, of the entire situation. I could basically ask you, boxing ring. I can ask you street fight. I can ask you octagon.
And what's the question? If they fought in a cage or a boxing ring?
They want to know everything. They want to know the boxing ring. They want to know the cage. They want to know no rules street.
A boxing ring, Floyd gonna win. He'll knock her out easy. I mean, and in the cage, she most likely will win. If she closes the gap on him, gets to the ground, she's gonna beat him because she has a judo background and she trained with actually judo Jean LaBelle, who trained with Bruce Lee too, with Bruce Lee, and so he's from that era where a lot of the world champions came from. But he's good at what he does, LaBelle. But her judo is very good. I mean, she's evolved in judo too. And it's not just strict judo, but she do a lot of Brazilian jiu-jitsu, the other submission holds that she learned from LaBelle in her judo. So that's what makes it so vicious.
What about no rules street fight?
Street fight, anything goes. I mean, she probably would beat him in street fight too. She goes, like I said, she closes the distance. But listen, cage street fight, he can win, but if he catch, he gonna knock her out. Because he's still a man, regardless of what anybody say. He's still a man. She's a female. So he's limited because all he knows is boxing. If he catches with a good shot, he's knocking her out. I don't care what no one says. I don't really. All the.
This might be one of the few times you give Mayweather some props.
And she's still, the whole gender thing.
I said the same thing.
Person, Ronda Rousey gonna be untrained man, but still, a man fighting a woman, it does mean something. If he's untrained, yeah, a woman could whoop a man's ass like someone like her to beat the average man's ass. Even a guy who work out, it don't matter how she could beat him too with technique, but still, if a guy has a tremendous amount of physical strength and he knows how to use it properly, and just one shot, one mistake, to end the fight. Even though she could probably still beat him because of her technique superior. So technique rules. So when you have technique, it don't matter how strong you are, and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But still, I mean, a man fighting a woman.
Yeah.
I don't see the whole point of that. I don't see the whole point of it. To me, it's all marketing and promotion. Really to keep her name out there, keep herself relevant.
Can you explain Bruce Lee's favorite his most well-known interview about Be Like Water?
He's just talking about how water is not just the strongest element, but how it can fit into any shape. So he's basically just saying you have to adapt to different situations and be like water. He's talking about your mind, and your mind has to be fluid, not your physical body. A lot of people talk about they think it's your physical body, but it's your mind. Your mind has to adapt. Your mind can't be stuck in one way of doing things. So when they talk about emptying your mind, empty your cup, and you say empty your mind, you say empty your cup. It's really the same analogy. He's saying you need to throw away all the bad habits and things that you learned from yesterday, and you're relearning, you're retraining yourself. That's why most people can't change in life, because their personality and DNA, the habits they have, because of their DNA and what they were taught, learned behavior, it's part of it. It becomes part of their habit, and then eventually becomes their MO, their method of operation. And unless they
Yes,
want, unless
yes,
they want to
yes.
change it, yeah, unless they want to change it, that's the only way it's gonna happen. So when many people say people don't change, anyone can change, but they gotta want to. You know, that's the only way it's gonna happen. But it doesn't happen overnight. The same way certain things are part of your personality ain't gonna change overnight, because not everything's gonna change. Some things gonna stay the same. The same thing with the muscle memory. You gotta retrain it. That's not gonna happen overnight. So you gotta keep training it and drilling it until you see those results. It's the same thing with anything. The way the mind
Wow.
works. The mind tells the body whatever the mind tells the body will do. Just the way
Impressive,
it is.
man. Wow. Um, how does JKD play a role in your philosophy, morals, and ethics with everyday life?
A lot. A lot of the JKD concepts, um, it helped me a lot in areas of my life because, you know, you're absorbing the things in life that's useful, you know, and not wasting your time with things that isn't. It's not going to benefit you, you know, and when we just talk about being like water, that's one of the things, and it helps you a lot in your life, you know, because you can adapt that to different situations in your life. You start um, thinking outside the box more. You start always having more. You always make sure you have a plan with things in life. You're always making sure you don't stay stuck in one way of doing things. You always get the other avenues to learn things. So you're not limiting yourself. You're evolving all the time. Because remember, we were put on this planet to learn. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and that's the reason why we're on this planet to learn on Earth. You know, and I also noticed from reading the scriptures in the Bible. I mean, it's,
Okay.
you we put on here to we put on this planet to learn. You know, and if you have an ego problem, you're stubborn, you don't like listening, you're gonna be one of those people who always run into problems in life, and because
Mm.
you stay at a certain level and you won't grow because you just choose not to. Some people have certain things about them where they'll be like that the rest of their life because they feel that's the way that's not just the way they taught, but some people just too smart for their own good. Some people just too stubborn. Depends on their personality. But they can still change if they want to. That's the key word. They gotta want to do it. They
Yeah.
want to change, they can change. They want to change a habit, they can do it. They gotta want to though. But they gotta drop their ego though. So
Uh,
that doesn't mean taking anything someone tells you because you have to investigate and research yourself too and ask questions. You know, because people are good manipulators in this world. They'll manipulate you, lie to you, deceive you.
uh,
And that it all comes up to the individual to be strong-minded enough to ask certain questions and go with their instinct. You
do
know?
do you live a pretty modest lifestyle, or are you materialistic? The reason why I'm asking you this is because of the philosophies.
No, I'm not materialistic because materialistic is a superficial way of thinking, and you got to see past all the superficial things. So no, I'm not materialistic. I look at and I pay attention to things that's not the outside of the car, but what's in the car, how the car operates. The outside just looks good, but I got to see how the car works.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters if the car works good, the engine works good. I can fix the outside. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just materialist. That's just the outside. So I'm not materialistic. And when I meet people, I pay attention to the words that come out their mouth, their actions. You know, their actions mean a lot more than just what they say. And but the words too, because I focus on what the intentions is behind the words they say. That's what I do when I meet people, and
Would
I listen too.
would you ever take offers? Offers to do things, or be trained certain things, like payoffs, or I'm saying, as if someone wanted to pay you off for information.
The information is, I mean, depends on what you mean. What do you mean, like offers
they
like what?
they want to know, what they say, well, I'll pay you, this, or basically to sell out.
For me to sell out?
Yeah.
Like sell out how?
you know Let's say somebody said that, well, you know what, all right, all right, you know all this. I want you to, show me everything, and I'll pay you this amount of money or something like that, or to say certain things, because you know how people, they get popular and their name gets out there, and then you start to be like, well, this person changed or something like this. They're doing it for the money. I'm asking you, would you ever do something for money?
Not at all, because that's selling your soul. I would never sell my soul for money.
Like Floyd
And
Mayweather.
because I read the Bible, it would work against me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Judas, he sold out on Jesus, and he had, eventually he killed himself because he hung himself because he couldn't live with all the mental torture that was going on. But he was going to have to reap what he sowed anyway. And like I've talked about before,
Yep,
if
with Paulie Malignaggi, look what happened to him.
exactly. So when you understand how the universe works, which is God, you know that you plant the seed, and your mind is the seed. Your thoughts are energy, and
Yes, yes.
the word, the words are vibration. So if you don't use them correctly, it could backfire on you. You reap what you sow. So no, I would never do that. Sell myself for no money, because that's just materialism again. Money can't buy you everything. Money can't buy you character. Money can't buy you respect.
Because people are
Um,
taking these buyouts, man. I'm not. I'm glad that people are able to support their family. I'm not going to mention it in this interview, but boxing is a very dirty game, and people can be paid off.
of course it is, and but they soon all find out. Everyone finds out in the end. I mean, they're because of their method of operation, because of how they think, because of how their mind works. They're not gonna look at it that way, and because they're only looking at the money. That's it. They only focus on that. That's their, and that's not a good thing, because that could mess you up. Because then you start looking at it like it's an idol, but you shouldn't idol anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this is where people go wrong. So no, I would never sell out. Because
Yeah, yeah.
I want to do things the honest way in my life. I want to do things the honest way, and just. And if I feel something is negative, then I got to be away from it. I separate myself from it. It's not going to help me. It's only going to bring me down. And negative energy
Mm-hmm.
can mess you up. It can mess you up. It could deter you to do things that you normally wouldn't do, and not just that, put obstacles in your way. So
I mean, and
I
I
try
can
to.
literally, people ask me, and it's funny to me because, this is a real situation here. This is not a game, a joke, or, we're coming on here acting. Ask me about your character, make jokes, things like that. And I really, try to listen to what you say because it's really ridiculous, of the things that they wanted to see and they have not seen so far. Because I'm not joking around when I talk about to my friends or whatever. I know that you're the real deal, and that's basically it. I mean, I would I'm only being myself. For people to think, I would say something or feel a different way. I'm here to legitimately say that that's what I feel, and I feel like I've interacted with you, and I've had, some problems in my life, and where you had told me to, say these things because you believed it, and I found out that it was true. So that is the right here, the proof that you do allow people to make their own decisions.
Yeah, you got to, because this is how you know the character of a person based on the decisions they make, because
Yeah.
they're gonna do what they want to do anyway. You can't control. You don't have the power to control someone else's actions. They're gonna do what they want anyway, regardless of what you tell them. Even if you tell them all the right stuff, they still gonna do what they want. And if they feel it's right, and they listen, and they willing to listen, and they feel it's the right thing to do, they're gonna do it. But if they don't have a good heart, no matter what you tell them, they gonna do what they want, because that's the way they are, and they choose to be that way. You know.
Yeah, and this is real. I now the last question I'm going to ask you, because a lot of people wanted me to ask you this question. The future of Manny Pacquiao. Do you have any any thoughts on, his return and, rehabilitation?
I think that I think we shall find out. We shall find out. I think that I think he'll be okay. But those are questions that I really don't have an answer for right now because we have to see him back in the ring first to make that determination how he's gonna look in his first fight back. Um, so
It,
Pacquiao is one of the all-time greats, and
yes.
he, everyone knows how I feel about the fight with Mayweather, but we can't change that. That's history. But I think the only way we can really put the debate about the fight and who really won and all the bad shit that was in that went on in that fight, because we know there was a lot of corrupt stuff going on in that fight. We know that now. There's a lot of evidence to prove that. I think they should fight again. They would have to fight again. That'd be the only way we put we could. But I don't see that ever happening because Floyd he wants to retire with that zero, and he's not a stupid man. He knows that if he's won, and he knows that he got it paid off and it paid off in his favor, he won't take that chance because he's worried about losing all the time, and that's his main objective, not to lose and make as much money as he can make in a fight. So
And we're
I
good.
don't.
And I'm glad that you touched on that, and because you know just your the information that you gave about JKD Jeet Kune is just mind-boggling of how you apply this and are able to do what you do. It's just absolutely amazing. Did you have any last words on it, or shout outs you want to give?
Oh, yeah, I mean, give a shout out to Taz, my friend Taz, who's doing a great job
Yeah.
at Examiner.com.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he's one of the best writers on Examiner.com. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to give a shout out to him. He's a great person. And give a shout out to my friend Milo Diaz. And she has her boxing page on Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
Very nice person. Also give a shout out to Boxing Traffic 101.
Okay.
And also give a shout out to I'm gonna give a shout out to Blood Boxing. He's still putting out videos. I've seen a recent video he just put out, and not for a while, but he's also somebody I've enjoyed listening to on the YTCB for a while. Also give a shout out to Thunderdome Boxing. We're still doing this thing. There's people like him. I know a lot of people hate on him too, but he's still doing his thing. I
No,
like
he's a great
watching him.
guy. He's great. He's great. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. And I give a shout out to Dr. Carmen.
Ah, I love him.
Yeah, yeah, he's a good. He's very educated too on the fighting arts. I mean, not just in
Ah,
boxing, but he's all around. He's all around. He's well rounded, and the older man who has experience, been through a lot, and he he likes I like him because he not only speaks from experience, but he tries to get to the facts. With a lot of things, and that's why I like watching his stuff.
yeah, a honor. I'm telling you, this is. Let me tell you something. This is the best interview we've ever done. And I've done many interviews with you, and I'm gonna make sure this gets out there because this experience to just hear you talk about JKD Jeet Kune like this is unbelievable. Yes, it is. I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
let me
I
tell
didn't.
you something, Kenny. The stop kicks with the knife, it goes through my mind all the time. The violence that's out in the street. The guy got stabbed, and the information you're giving is not to be played with. This could be between life and death in your family.
Exactly.
This is
And
real here. A man, the great Kenny Lopez, being great, trying to educate you to protect
remember,
yourself.
it's not practice that makes perfect. Perfect practice, perfect. So if you do the right, if you're doing your stuff right, and you're cleaning up on your stuff to make it perfect, then it'll work. But as the individual, you're in control of that situation. You just have to find. The main thing is just finding the right teacher. And Steven Seagal had made that comment one time. He said that the most important thing is to find the right instructor, the right teacher who's going to teach you the right method. You have to research and explore and search for the knowledge because it's never going to be right in front of your face. But never be closed-minded about whatever you learn and always keep keep an open mindset. Don't ever limit yourself. Stay boxed in. And I think more boxers, a lot of boxers, I think that's a problem a lot of boxers have. They stay boxed in Johnson. They should, explore more options, things that help them out in their training. I mean, boxing is boxing, so you have rules and you can only fight one way. And when you're just boxing, but you can always learn more. So that's why I always try to tell people, there's always more to learn. So don't limit yourself. We always, even the level I'm at now, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Still getting better. So, no one's ever going to be a master. But you might be a master in something or a certain style, but there's still always something more to learn. You ain't gonna know everything. Just the way it is.
Exactly.
I still learn stuff, so.
The great Kenny Lopez, ladies and gentlemen. Hope to see you soon, man.
Absolutely. I've been wanting to come back. A lot of people been wanting to hear me come back.
It's been a while.
They haven't heard me do a video in a while, so, And you wanted me to do a video. You've been asking me about this for a while. I would do it. And, so.
No, but I like your character because the thing about you is you only will do it if it serves a purpose. You're not going to do it, half-ass or anything like that. So, I knew when you returned, it would have a purpose.
Absolutely. Yes. That's how I live my life. And, yes, I would. I'm not going to do something if it serves no purpose at all. Then it's just, why would I do it? I just be babbling on and talking. Yeah.
The great Kenny Lopez, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Peace.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.